Morning, my chiropractors. I think I got almost 5,000 friends on our page, and I try to be friends with chiropractors. That's the group I resonate the most with. Those are the people I want to hang out with the most. Those are the people I want to have the biggest impact and influence with if we're to take this profession and really create some significant impact in the well-being of the planet. So today's question is, do you run your practice, or is your practice running you? What does that mean? This is what I've learned. You can't grow in your practice, and this is something we use a lot in our Chiropassion Consulting program. You can't grow if where you're at feels busy. You can't grow busier if where you're at now seems chaotic. You can't grow bigger, busier, have more impact if where you're at right now feels disorganized. A couple others. You can't grow and be bigger and serve more people if your staff is burnt out. You can't grow and see more people if your staff feels like what you're doing now is busy. You can't, because they're thinking, wow. You're thinking, wow, I'm not getting out of here till late. I'm already seeing this. Like, why would I want to double or triple where I'm at now when where I'm at now is so chaotic or busy, right? So how do you then take some steps in running your office? One, it's going to take a moment for you to step back and have the objective of looking at your practice. That's one of the reasons that, when you work with a coach or a mentor, they have a sight, that's that fifth sight, if you will. They have the ability to see what you can't see. The other advantage is I've been in hundreds of practices, probably thousands of practices. And when I get into those practices, it's really easy for me to see some situations where they don't even know they're doing it. Maybe it's wasted steps. Maybe it's wasted protocols or procedures. There's redundancy there that doesn't need to be done. Maybe there's too much talking, if you will, too much information being given. Sometimes there's not enough, right? Where there's not enough education. So I find that I'm having to kind of play cleanup along the way as I'm going through their education through the practice. So how do you learn to run your office rather than it running you? The simplest thing is you have to step back and realize that your practice is a business, and your practice will survive and thrive. And I love that word, and I use it specifically. Your practice will survive and thrive with reproducible, again, another word I'm using specifically, reproducible protocols and procedures. I have to have systems, is another way to say it, right? I have to have systems. I have to have protocols and procedures in my practice that I can reproduce consistently. And if I do that, what happens is I start to take control of the practice. My team, my staff starts to take control of my practice. I don't have, listen, I say this out of love, I see hundreds of people in a day. Still, if I have hundreds of people come in a day and I only have 20 people on the books, like, I'm not running my office. My office is running me, right? I've had a lot of practices, they'll join the program, and we start looking at their numbers, and they're seeing a lot of people, but they're like, well, geez, I'll have 30 people on the books, but I'll see 60 or 70 or 80, double, triple, quadruple what they actually have on their calendar. That's not you running your office. Those people are not set on systems and structures and protocols. That's them running your office. You have no idea what's going on. That's literally like showing up for a football game on Sunday, not knowing what team you're going to play, right? So that means you don't know what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are, right? Who their best running back is, who their quarterback is, what type of formation do they run. So you're going to your office, and guess what? That practice is running you. It's stressful. It seems busy. It seems chaotic. Now, some of you might be doing really well out there, and you're like, wow, you know what? Things are going really well for me, and I get that, but I want to grow. Again, you can't grow until where you're at now, right now, seems slow. You cannot grow and be bigger unless where you're at now seems organized and simple and easy. Because if it doesn't, and that's the challenge that most people have, we bring our existing skill sets to the table, and utilizing only those skill sets try to be busier. And I say this with the greatest degree of respect. Those skill sets will only reproduce where you're at now. You need to learn new skill sets. Maybe they're in management of your team. Maybe they're in logistics, like laying out your office, like here in my office, right? Maybe they're in how you educate, how you communicate. Maybe they're in systems that you use for your office, like computers and such. But there has to be another set of skill sets, or what you're going to do is work really hard with your existing skill set. An analogy I often use with new clients is this. If you want to dig a ditch and all you have is a shovel, in order for you to dig more ditches, you got to work harder with your shovel. And there's going to be a point where you're like, this is as hard as I can work. This is as many ditches as I can dig. But if somebody came up to you and said, hey, I got a backhoe, now I'm not even I'm not even out of breath. I could pull up the backhoe and I could do 10 times, 20 times, 30 times more with less effort than I was using with a shovel. So that's the skill set. Are you using a shovel? Are you using systems that, if you will, are slowing you down, or are you using systems that are speeding you up? One of the things in closing here is urgency. Why? I always have urgency. I have urgency, and I express that with practice members when I'm sharing what we do as chiropractors. But the other thing I have is urgency for you as chiropractors. Couple of things. I'm 55. Listen, the clock is ticking. Every year is going to go by. And every year of not growing, learning, expanding, every year not growing in your skill set, like Jim Rohn would always say, wish to be better, make yourself better. Every year that goes by, that's lost time. That's non-refundable time. That's non-refundable minutes. Worse than that, it's non-refundable money. Often, a lot of chiropractors, when it comes to working with a coach, they look at that and they say, geez, you know what? There's a cost, there's an expense to that. What you're not seeing is the unseen dollar. You're not seeing what you're not making. So in other words, if I told somebody, listen, buy United Airlines at $10 and it's going to go to $100 a share, and you knew that, most people would jump right on, right? Same thing with coaching, joining a program, working with a mentor, working with a teacher on this stuff. Boy, I'll tell you, it's literally like buying something at your practice. In this case, I'm investing in myself. I'm investing in my practice, and I'm going to get a bigger return. Hey, Tim, there's one of our guys right there. So your practice will grow. So the money you're putting in is an investment in your own stock. Benjamin Franklin always said the best investment you can make is in yourself. So here's a question. Are you investing in your practice? Are you investing in yourself? If you're not, you got to find somebody. I'll tell you, I truly believe if you're running a practice where you want to adjust a lot of people, and some people aren't, that's okay. But if you're a chiropractor that says, I want to adjust more people, that's the main staple in my office. Doesn't have to be the only thing you do, but if that's center stage in your office, the adjustment, number one. 2, you're looking to keep your overhead low, right? 3, you want to see families, mom, dad, kids. 4, you're looking for high retention. You're looking for high retention, right? Number 5, you're looking to increase income. Number 6, you're looking to decrease the hours that you're there so you can do it more efficiently. I would think for most chiropractors that sounds attractive. If that's what you do, then we're the best program that's on the planet. I'm telling you right now, and I say it humbly, we are the best. I've been at it 30 years. I've been coaching for 10. There is nobody better than me and our program to bring you what you need, those skill sets, communication, business skills, training your staff. Nobody's better, no program's better, no program's got more content than we do on teaching you how to run that kind of practice, if that's what you want. So hit the link above, hit the link below. You get a free coaching call with me. It's 30 minutes. I'll share with you and teach you a lot even on that call. I'd love to hear about what's going good for you. Where are you at? And then let's talk about where you want to grow. Maybe you're doing great and you're looking, hey, listen, I'd like to do better. Maybe you want to see what you're seeing but make it more efficient. Maybe you are in a situation where you're like, hey, listen, I am having some problems. Maybe you're somebody who just got out of school and you're like, I got to open a new practice. Maybe you're an associate and you're like, I want to get out and do my own thing. Where do I start? How do I do it? We're the program for you. So guys, just click the link below. Hey, I've had a couple of guys join the program just off the videos. That's great. Love to have you part of our family here. And just hit the link above or below, and it'll bring you right to the website. We've got a Mastery Gold program, which is very inexpensive monthly. And then we have an Elite program. So depending on your financial situation and your level of commitment that you want to embark on, maybe you have some restrictions with time or finances. I've set up a few tiers in our program to make it easy and affordable for anyone, regardless of where you are in practice and regardless of what challenges you may have in your life, okay? So reach out. Love to talk to you guys. Listen, have a great day serving. I'm right here. We are, what time is it right now? Let me check it. Oh, yeah, so we're going to be rocking and rolling. 7:30 right now. I got to hit some paperwork. We are going to hit it hard today. Hard. I'm not kidding you. This ramp right here, this front door, that ramp will be a line of people, and we will literally have a line of people right through your practice. Some docs, maybe like to expand and come up with a few stories. There's a video on Facebook, and you can just punch in Joe Borio, one man. It's a video of a few minutes in my office, seeing almost 700 people in a day. Sounds crazy. Some people, like I said, don't always tell it the way it is. I videotaped any day, so nobody could say anything. I did it. I still hit it hard. Nobody's seen more people than me, and I want to share with you guys how to do it. So wherever you want to be in your practice, whatever you want to do, I'll bring you to the promised land. I'm telling you, I'll share it with you, and it'll be great, and it's an honor to be part of your journey. Hey, love and appreciate you guys. Have a great day serving. Have a great day adjusting, reconnecting people with the universe, and I'll talk to you on a coach call. Hit the link. Let's go.